Alright, we're here at the MCR banquet / dinner. Smile!
Here comes the pain in the butt.
I forget his name. Weaver. Hey, how's it going?
Good. Glad to be here with you guys.
Yeah, I stayed. Was sitting in my buddy bought the Stevens place down there. When I go down there, for sure. Yeah. Andrew Smith, the guy who went
These are all going to be door prizes, door raffles. Come on, wave to the camera. Wave that checker flag.
Welcome everybody, good afternoon. Welcome to the 2014 McKean County Raceway Banquet. And before we get started, I want everybody to stand up and applaud this gentleman over here, Roger Schweikart, and his wife. It wasn't for them, this would not be happening. If it was not for him, this would not be happening. But Roger, over the last few weeks, he's been on the phone with me, talking, working a bunch of sponsors for a bunch of door prizes out back, and he's really kind of got me fired up again about racing. And about a month ago, I could care less. They could care less about racing. That's how bad it was, and that's not me. So, I told you all you last year at many driver meetings, I would not leave you. And we're going to talk a little bit about not leaving later on in this program, before we leave today. What my plans are. And hopefully the McKean County Fair Board will be responsive on that, what I plan on doing down the road here. So we'll know that in a few weeks. Before we get going here, I want to thank many sponsors for door prizes. Special thanks to Cliff Easton. Cliff, can you stand up, please? We'll wave. Roger Strikeout Jr. in the back. Those guys did a lot of traveling around and get door prizes for Roger Sr. I'm not going to give myself any accolades. I mean, I just do what I have to do. Door prize sponsors: AutoZone in St. Mary's, Pennsylvania; Advanced Auto in St. Mary's, PA; Napa Auto Parts in St. Mary's; St. Mary's Auto Parts, obviously in St. Mary, Pennsylvania; Mex American Foods, all the tortilla chips on the tables from St. Mary's; Dave's Pro Shop, St. Mary's, Pennsylvania; and Napa Auto Parts in Pittsfield. Jeremy Williams. Jeremy, please stand up. One of our own racers. And this gentleman drove all the way from Pittsfield every week to support our racetrack, where he could easily, halfway through the season, made a slow drive to Bust-Eye, and you have no idea how much I appreciate that. And I know we've talked about that many times on the phone, but I really appreciate everything you did. Bring me new fans every week. Hopefully, we start racing again sometime. You and much of those fans will come back, support that wonderful racetrack we have in East Smithport. Todd Andrews at Andrews Auto Eldred, the Spot Auto Service, Matt and Sherry Foltz in Emporium. Jimmy Single with Singles Auto Service in Emporium. AutoZone in Olean. Perkins Restaurant in Olean. Ponderosa in Olean. Our very own Vic Vina. Vic, would you please stand up, and Allen's Wine and Liquor. Thank you very much. AutoZone in Bradford, Advanced Auto in Bradford, the Strikeout Race Team in Austin, the Current Race Team in Austin, Roger and Patricia Strikeout, thank you very much for everything you guys have done. I'm going to make this short and sweet because I know everybody's hungry, so I'm going to have Brian come up and say grace. And we can eat, and we'll, after we get done eating, we'll get into the door prizes and the hardware.
Let's pray. Heavenly Father, we thank you so much this day for the we thank you so much this day for our chance to gather together and to share some fellowship. Father, we thank you for this food that we're about to eat. We thank you for the hands that have prepared it. We thank you for the ability to share this meal together. We ask for your blessing to be upon us and upon each and every person here as we enjoy this time, and also as we travel here today, as we leave, that we would have safe travels. We ask this also. We ask these things in Jesus' holy name. Amen.
Before I start releasing the line for food, I was going to say this before I forgot. My deepest apologies and condolences. And Timmy Bouquet, many of you do not know, he lost his mom this morning. And he's here with family, because this is we're all family, and he's here with our family, the racing community. And if you don't mind, just take a quick moment of silence in memory of Tim's mom. Thank you.
Yeah, both races are live, also your sponsor and Marshall Insurance.
I was looking at the backside.
Lucy Construction Point and Moose Reed.
And Mosi Contracting.
A couple more sponsors we got. Mousy Contracting.
Losi.
Losi?
Losi.
Losi Contracting. Moose Reed, Moose Track Tattoos.
No, Closes and Marshall.
All right, Marshall's on insurance on the front page of your program. Out of, they have several locations, Smithport and Bradford, also in St. Mary's, Belfast and Cuba. And obviously our good friends at Close Racing Supply, Joe Smith, Steve Dixon, Victor Owen, and everybody else at Close Racing Supply for donating the prizes and some other funds to do this for all of us. So again, I want to start off with food. I think Mr. and Mrs. Sweikout should go first since they
I don't think I'm ready.
Are you guys ready?
Are you ladies ready? Are you ready? Oh, they're ready.
they're ready. So I think Roger
Who's
and
ready?
his family should go first because they put this thing together. And then we'll release second table here. And if you want to start with Carl Ballinger at the end, and then we'll work our way up this way.
See what happens when you go and record them straight stock guys?
Yeah.
You guys
Alright,
came late, I'm getting you
every driver
now.
that is here should have a red ticket you got when you came in. And I do need you to keep your ticket, bring it up here, make sure we match it up. But keep your ticket, because I'm sure we have enough door prizes that we'll be going right back through them again. I'll have Mr. Governor to shake it up and we'll almost start. Looks like a Napa hat here. Elgin City Auto Parts in St. Mary's. Ticket number 596166. And I'm colorblind, so it's a blue ticket. That's red. It's red.
I think it makes a lot of noise.
Bingo, you win. Keep that ticket for the next round. Second ticket, AutoZone. It's a emergency kit. AutoZone in St. Mary's. We all could use this past winter when it was so cold. Ticket number 596172. Mr. Chad Ruman, it almost matches your driver's suit now. Thank you. We got a tie down ratchet set here from Lacey Contracting up in Point, Pennsylvania. Ratchet straps. 596160. 596160. Timmy Boquette. Courtesy of VP Racing Fields and McKean County Raceway. Ticket number 596168. 596168. Say Rick Vina. Another VP Racing Jug. Ticket number 596159. 159. Mr. Al Peterson. And we're going to deliver it to you too.
All right, Art.
Hey, is there fuel in that?
Unfortunately, no.
Better get it now, Art. Well, it's cheaper.
Advance Auto from Bradford, 21 piece ratchet socket set. How Numbers gonna be the last 3 digits. It's 183. Last 3 digits 183. 596 183. Mr. Ryan Snyder. We got a die cast 124 scale Todd Andrews. Donated by Todd. 596 182. Die cast. Mr. Gordon Weinheineman.
It is pretty.
Nice tailgates from Quick Call, courtesy of Roger Quick Call Racing. Thank you, Roger. Last 3 digits 175. 175, last 3 digits. Joel Boylan.
Get too much noise in the pots and the pans. It's like being in the pits.
Of course, a close racing supply, t-shirt and a hat. Actually, we're lacking 1 hat, so hat and t-shirt for close racing supply. 157. Jason Dobson. Another close racing supply hat, of course, we have Joel Smith and everybody closest. 162. 162. Jimmy Williams. Close racing supply hat. T-shirt number 3. 170. Last 3 digits. 170. Moose. Ticket number 161. Larry Mitchell. And this one here is just a close racing supply t-shirt. No hat.
Put a Hoosier hat.
Oh, we can do that. We can put a Hoosier hat to that. 174. 174. Jeff Johnson. VP, Racing Jug, no field. 165. Lift East Town. Some Hoosier Racing stuff, a koozie and a Hoosier Racing flag. 169. 169. Brad Messel. Now you have something to keep your field cold, Brad. Another Hoosier flag and a Hoosier headband. 158. 158. Oh, Carl Ballinger in the back. He's coming uphill. Carl has his new wheels. That's the new class we'll be supporting some Toyota this year. Him and I agreed at Walmart, we'll get like 20 of those and we'll go Walmart racing. He's already tested it out, so I'm not sure that's good or bad. He may have an unfair advantage. I feel more Hoosier stuff here. We got a Hoosier magnet, a headband on the floor. And a license plate. Ticket number 181. 181. You look really nice in there, Terry, the headband. courtesy of Jeremy Williams in Napa. We got a hat and a Rick's filter here. Napa hat and a Rick's filter. 164. Dave Lau. Another Napa hat and Rick's filter. Number 167. 167. Right over here, Victor.
Chris, I have a whole bunch of certificates and stuff too. Gift cards and certificates, and all good kinds of stuff there. Richard. Richard,
Yeah, yeah.
are you through lunch? Yeah. Oh, no. Rich, the Perkins and them, give them all one at a time.
Hoosier, we might still need this, hopefully not too much longer, an ice scraper, and somebody never want to see a racetrack, an umbrella. But it is ticket number 156. 156. Brad? I'm gonna throw you a headband, because you're gonna rock this headband out in that black hat. Oh yeah. A little collection of Hoosier stuff here. We got a Hoosier banner, headband, stagger tape. Racers always need stagger tape. And I think this is something you can put your notes in. This is Hoosier. 171. 171. Mr. Aaron Wallace. Gift certificate. $20 from Close Racing Supply.
No, no. Well, it's donated by. It's donated by.
Donated by
Can't read my writing.
Sherry. The Spot in Point, PA. So, my apologies.
Sherry and Matt.
Oh, Sherry Matt Folks down at in Point, Pennsylvania. Ticket number 176. There you go, Mitch. I'm sure you put that good to use this year. Perkins and Bradford, $10 gift certificate. 177. Lindsay. Now you can take your dad breakfast, lunch, dinner. Yeah, right, yeah. Well, I
I
think
take
you
the
get
rednecks.
$40 certificate, take your dad. Perkins, again, now $10 certificate. 180. 180. Perkins certificate, $10. 180. Going once. Going twice. Nobody wants it. $163. In the back. Dave Lau. Now, you can take your dad to Perkins now. We got some Hoosier stuff here. We got a seat cushion, a headband, and a nice traveling mug. 155. 155. Looks like it must be a new Roger. No gift certificate, $10 from Alan's Wine and Liquor. 178. Victorina is not eligible for this. 178. $10 certificate for. Yeah, it's coming up here now. Thank you.
See, I'm Ted Masco today.
All right, Ted.
We got Ponderosa, looks like one free dinner at Ponderosa, and bag of chips here. Ticket number 173. 173.
Gotta be this guy right here.
$20 gift certificate from Cohen Racing from Advance Auto. Ticket number 179. $20 gift certificate from Cohen Racing. Looks like it's Joel Layfield.
That's from current
Cohen
race.
Racing. Yes, Brad. Has everybody, any driver here, have you got something yet? Everybody should have gotten something that's here for racing wise. Any race car driver did not get a prize. Okay. $10 Walmart from Single Auto Services and Emporium and some chips. 156. I'm glad I did. Another $10 Walmart card and chips. Number 167. 167. Victor O.
All right, Victor. That's 2 laps on you already.
What is this from Moose?
Bruce, how much off on your tattoos here? Or?
They're $30.
$30 off on a tattoo from Moose Reed from Moose Tracks.
That's 2 laps.
160. Who wants a tattoo? Mr. Burkett. Whatever you do is do not get a picture of me drawn on there, please. Thank you. Another one for Moose. Another $30 gift certificate. 155. 155. 155. Roger. Strike out. $10 gift certificate from Ammons Wine and Liquor. 171. 171. Gift certificate from AutoZone, from Roger and Pat Swico. $10. 166. I'll come to you, Chuck. $10, another $10 gift card from Advance Auto Parts from Roger and Pat Swico. 162. Now, you can use this, or you're gonna. If you use this, I promise I will say nothing to nobody at Napa. There's an email going out tonight to Napa.
Hey, we got them covered.
Oh, we got you on TV video now, too.
We'll cut that out if you give us money.
We got a bunch of McKean County Raceway sweatshirts we're going to give away, and this is a size for Brad or Garrett. Triple X. 180. It's a hoodie. 180. Yeah.
That's the one that nobody claimed.
That's one, and I'm gonna throw that one out. Nobody claimed that one before. We're gonna throw that one out. 179. Joel Layfield.
Give a choice.
Maybe do that.
Give them choice.
Well, let's make a choice, 'cause I know what I would look at in a triple X. On the knees. Okay, now a hoodie, 168, 168. 168, McKean County Raceway hoodie, Rick Vina. Next number, 164, McKean County Raceway hoodie, Dave Lau. Third one, McKean County Raceway hoodie, 183, 183. Mike Werling, number 1, 83, Tim Hoffman.
It's
Einstein.
2 laps for you too. You're already ahead of the game for this season.
161. These are all collector items because there's a little emblem that's on there. They're all a business now, so it is a collector's item. 161. Oh, Larry Mitchell. 169. 169. Brad Misslow. Okay, I got 4 hoodies left. I have a small and 3 triple X's. So number 158. 158. Carl Ballinger. Go call the small, please. Give him the small.
Don't give me this one.
She wants to trade. I don't want this neither. I got. No trade back.
Ticket number 181. I got a medium, a small, and a triple XL hoodie. 181. That's for Brad. Taylor. Two left, a small and medium. 174. Jeffrey Johnson. Jimmy Johnson. Davy Johnson. I like Davy Johnson. Alright, this is the last hoodie. It's a small. 172. 172. Chad Roman. Small. You kids are weird. Good. I thought maybe we were going to send it to Brian.
First dog.
I hope you can edit that out, please.
Money talks. Or beer.
This is a classic UMS racing show. These things are rough gold. Not really, but it's a 2X 176. 176. Rich Boyle. Running out cordial. From Napa, Jimmy Williams. Went to a hat. Hopefully you don't have to use this anytime soon. Actually, we're gonna throw that McKean County Raceway short in there too. You can pick the one you want. Along that hat. It's 165. 165 Cliff. Cliff Mall. Jimmy Williams at Napa, pair of sunglasses, and another Napa filter hat.
All right, Cliff.
177. 177, Lindsay. I can see you now rocking this hat and sunglasses out.
Yeah.
There's be a Facebook picture
Get
there.
her done.
Napa t-shirts, there's 2 of them. Size extra large and large. $178. 178. See, she knows for Masco. That's what size she wants.
Large or extra large?
You wanna guess?
No, we would not guess. I don't want to hit it.
Give me that.
Okay, then she get. I might say what size she got, so we'll go get the one we got left is a large.
Hey, hi, guy.
Ticket number 182. Golden Heineman. Thank you.
Again.
We have a selection of shorts up here from McKean County Raceway. There's some Fall Classic shorts from 2 years ago, and I do have some Rush Racing t-shirts that Vicky gave me, 2X and 3X. We're just gonna, you just come up and pick which one you want. 173. 173. 170. Moose, he needs a extra small.
Yep.
157. Anyone you want. You look good. You look good in pink. 157. Jason Dobson. 163. Davey Lau. Junior.
Oh, job, eh?
175. Joel Boylan. 159. 159. Oh, Peterson.
Those are 2s.
177. 177. Lindsay. 168. 168. Vic Vina.
Large is this pile of large.
165. Cliff Easton.
Back a little now that the dishes are done clear.
176. 176. That's Boylan. 173. 173. Crumple.
3X.
182. 182. Golden Heineman.
XL, last one. 2X is this piles.
155. 155. Roger Schleckout. 178.
3X.
178. This is Masco. 166. 166. One McMullen, 66, just McKean. You're at Mount. 181. 181. Board shell.
2X, 3X, and small.
We got smalls. We got some 3X, 2X.
Black or white?
Extra large still. 179.
Have to get it for Sharon.
Those are all 3.
Joe Layfield.
2X and 3X.
Got 3X, what 3X? 2. The white one? 3 to black.
2X, 3X, and 1 small.
2X, 3X, and one small left. That's what we got here. 175. 175.
The shooter for these will just cook 2 pounds.
169.
2X, 3X, and small.
Okay, let's look again.
Those are all 2X's.
171.
2X.
171.
2X, 3X, small.
161. Mr. Mitchell in the back. 163. 163. Davey Lau. 156. 156. Mike Loring and Michael Miles. 156.
2 or 3.
Good, Brad.
2 or 3.
174.
These are 2X or 3X.
The nightgowns now. 2X and 3X nightgowns. 174. 170. Loose again. 183.
You get 3X?
183.
2s and 3s.
Signed.
Uh,
172. 172. Got a t-shirt for the vote on.
2s and 3s.
159. 159. Oh, Peterson. 160. 160. Tim. 158. 158. Carl Ballinger. 167. 167. Victor. 157.
2s in the back.
Mike Loring, Rich Governor, round table, 157.
We have 2s and 3s.
Jason Dobson.
Black or white? Ah, black.
164. 164. Dave Lau.
Guys need laundry baskets, save the trips.
162. All we have left is
You've got the most laps so
3X.
far.
That's a nightgown for you. 162.
That's it, 3X's. There, Pat here. You're the lucky guy.
Start with the jumps. Okay, everybody's tickets are all back in for these final prizes. So look up really good. First ticket for another jug for VP, 183. 183. Ryan has a field jug. 162, last field jug. 162, Jimmy Williams. Joe Smith told me that he'd be more than happy to fill any of your jugs up for you too. We're going to do this here. It's the detail kit, courtesy of St. Mary's Auto Parts, Color Dress Auto Parts. St. Mary's 175. Anybody that has a put in a call show will be perfect. We're going to do jack stands. Do a last jack stands from AutoZone and only in. Nice jack stands. 179. 179. Joe Layfield looks like. This box here is a Creeple. AutoZone in Bradford. 172. Bad woman. And our last gift here is a 74-piece socket set, courtesy of Vance Auto in St. Mary's. 173. We're eventually going to start off with the mini stocks, but before I get going here, I want to make some acknowledgments on my own behalf. On behalf of McKean County Raceway, our sponsors definitely deserve a be notified and recognized. Obviously, VP Racing in the field, Hoosier Retirement Atlantic, Schaefer Oil, Little Power Shop in Bradford, John Anderson, Collie Collision up in Freedom, Ed, Rock Auto, Performance Powder Coating, Close Racing Supply, Pete Cousins at Cousin Designs, Costas Hardware, Costas Supermarket in Smithport, Jay's Auto Wrecking, Sardinia Mini Storage, Penn Gold, Mary Noble Notaries Public, Seals Service in Eldred, Andrews Auto Salvage, Highway Auto Sales, one of our title sponsors, Norton Building Supply, Johnson's Distributing, Cookville, Crosby Mini Mounts, Steve Mallory and Mallory's Automotive, the Hero 100.1 Radio, Aeon's Wine and Liquor, C&L Landscaping out of Rushford, WZKZ Radio in Wellsville, Briggs Transport, Boom Briggs, Jim Crow Sales and Service, and Chad Roman Spouting Tools. Running a racetrack is not easy, and especially when things don't go right, and a lot did not go right last year, and we're not going to drill on that, because this is not about all that. This is about celebrating 50 drivers that in the top 10 points, and for many of you that stuck with me through thick and thin. But also I had a staff behind me, a hell of a staff. Many of them should have quit on me or walked away. I should have walked away myself. See, so I see you giggling back there. You and I have had a lot of conversation about this. The biggest one I got to think of all, well, there's several people I got to think of all, but the biggest one is the McKean County Field Board, Field Association. In July, when everything came late in about late June, with the Field Association and what was going on. And we were all kind of disbelief. And I had a meeting in July, and I just gave them my side of the story, and they stuck with me, and they believed in me. Well, honestly, I was already 6 feet under, looking up for daylight and trying to survive, and they should have locked us out. They should have locked each and every one of these racers out. They should have locked me out, but they didn't. And we have one representative here from the Field Association, and Cecil, please stand up.
Yay, Cecil!
One of the hardest workers at the Field Association. Many of you do not see what he goes those 7 days a week. He's there 7 days a week, pretty much, working. I noticed that the last 2 years. I mean, he's there day and night. With race day, he's there 8 o'clock in the morning, if not before me. When I leave, he's usually one of the last ones to leave at night, checking the bathrooms, turn the lights off. Notify me when things happen in the bathrooms that things go wrong. So if there was a award for a employee of the year, go to Cecil, because I couldn't do half the things I did last 2 years, especially last year about that man there. So, actually, I got a staff I'm going to list off. And a couple of them are here, so I'd like them to stand up. And most of them are not here. But none of them backed away. None of them backed away from me. And I cannot thank them enough. Kristen Strikeout, please stand up. Obviously, she took a lot of you guys' grief and piss. And she get to feel my rap a few times on the radio, but you know, she never quit on us. She was there week after week, and I appreciate it. Handling all the field each week was with Dad Leary. Jody Church and Leo Church on the field association, field board. Leo was there many, many days also working the Cecil. Nick Evingham, most of you know Nick, he used to be in the pits. Last year was on the backstretch flagging. Rainey Feist. Jeff Gardner. Please stand. He's always standing up, so. Many of you guys have been seeing a lot of Jeff this year at Bradford Speedway. He's going to be working up there with the new owners, and we really hope the new management and new ownership at Bradford Speedway bring that racetrack back to life like it used to be. And I have good feelings about that up there. So Jeff, good luck getting up there and your staff. Katrina Gardner, Cindy Gardner. Many people never saw Cindy. She was stuck in the office every week, you know, counting money. Many people think that may be a bad job, but never see a race, and all you hear is rocks hitting the building from turn one. And you know, race cars almost going through the fence like sprint cars and all that. Cindy made sure the money came right to the bottom line, every penny. If there was $1 missing, she wanted to know where we're at, especially when as the season progressed and we were looking to find more money. She took a lot of my grief too, and I think she aged a lot last year. Next one, standing up, is Debbie Mott. She's in the concessions. Never backed away either. Never quit. Beth Lewis was in the concessions as well. There every night. My top scorer, Donnie Koch. My daughter Allison, who ran the race, the electronic scoring, and also does some hand scoring. That's what we need, is the next generation coming up and doing those jobs. The scoring is not easy, and not to toot my own horn with my daughter, but I was quite worried about her. She did a pretty amazing job last year. Billy Lee, running the scoreboard. Scales. Chuck McCornan. I mean, the guy is a living legend. You know, I think he'll still be at the scales when he turns 100 years old, and we'll just have to prop him out there. But he's there every week. Billy Miles. My mom is also in the back in the, nobody really saw a whole lot. She took a lot of my grief. Tammy Pierce, and security in the pits. Lee Feist, Michael Pierce, Bruce Hale, Billy Baldwin. My flagman, Curtis Peters, assistant flagman, Todd Button. I'm still trying to figure out how Big Todd could get down the flag stand as fast as he could on the red flags. I think he's a fireman at trade. Main concessions, Casey Rott. Volunteering for us a lot of times, different spots with Bill Rothamel. In the lineup, in the pits. Mark Schweikhout, please stand. Thank you. And we've had some interesting conversations on the radio too, but you know, he's never backed away on us, and you know, things are said, and we move on next day, next race, next day, and you know, like I said, we're a family. You know, we say things sometimes we regret, and we move on and do the job. And Mark goes through a lot of crap down in the pits as well. So, and especially you guys on the yellow, come in the pits, come back out. He's the one that was yelling at you to go. You guys almost won over at times. Mary Jo and Kermit Sherwood. Most people never saw them. They were in the pot booth. They did a wonderful job. Let's get past those two. Judy Smith, always in the pit tickets. Never complain. Always there for us. Denise Hale, William Bigley, Caitlin Abraham, Shane Peters. Many people never realize, but he was there almost every day. Anytime I needed something, Shane was there. Even go-kart stuff. Be there at 9 o'clock in the morning on race day, and a lot of times he was the last one to leave. Stephen Sue Gage, Shannon Pierce, Bryce Hale, Grace DeGlasso in the concession booth. My track crew, my original track prep man, sitting in the back. Lindsay, please stand up. we had a lot of conversations, and unfortunately, things kind of ended the wrong way. But Swede was one of the smartest guys. He left before we really went to H, and I should have left the same day as you did. But there was no hard feelings because we're still good buds. And if I ever want a smooth racetrack, it was the man. We came to an agreement in the first season that I'd stay off the equipment off the racetrack and stay on the pits on the other side of the fence and do the paperwork, and he'd play in the mud. And he taught me a lot. He taught me a lot. So, Sweet, thank you very much. The man that's kind of replaced him last year, he's not here today, is Brent Peters. Brent learned a lot, and him and I both learned a lot because we had to. If you most remember the first week after Swede left, the racetrack was god awful. Rough. Had like 15-minute intermission, we had to grade it, and it was a pure nightmare. But we learned a lot from that point on. And Brent and I had this conversation. I had things I want to do and he wanted to do it. Halfway through the night, I say, Brent, I should listen to you. And he said, I know, I told you that's what I want to do. So, but Brent was he learned a lot, and I think he would be a really good track prep person down the road. And hopefully, if we do something at the McKean County Raceway again, he will be there by my side, and I'm just going to shut up and let him do his job. And we broke the TV remote. All right, moving on. Moving into the main hardware. We're going to start off with I'm going to start with the super late models. They're not being recognized, but they ran half a season. And obviously, I made a decision to drop them because I saw what was going on, and obviously it was too late, and we had no money coming from someplace. But I'm going to recognize a couple drivers here. Actually, this is the top 10. Starting with 10th place, Dave Norton Jr., and there was Devin Lewis, Michael Oakes, Bob Foreman. And 5th place was Dick Bolton. Brent Rabergen, finishing 3rd with 2 wins. He's the only driver in the top 10 that had any wins, was Chris Hackett. And actually going into, before we dropped the super late models, which was a really hard decision for me to make, personally, because I think everybody knows how I feel about super late model racing, but financially we just had to. I had to. We had Greg Oakes and David Scott, and it was shaping up to be a pretty down good point battle, and unfortunately things transpired as it did. Who knows who would have won the championship deal. Now we're going to do the 50 drivers that we're celebrating. And again, I never walked away from none of you, and I appreciate you guys being here today. Mini stocks, finishing 10th in points. I do not believe he is here. From Cattaraugus, New York, with 788 points. He ran 11 events. Richard Klein, finishing in 9th from Northeast Pennsylvania with 810 points. Ran 10 events. Thomas Cup, finishing 8th from Tidioute, Pennsylvania with 828 points, 10 events, the 17 of Andy Propo. And he is here. Finishing in 7th position from Smithport, Pennsylvania, 1 feature win, 860 points, Larry Mitchell, Senior.
Takes a while to get here.
Yeah, you're getting old.
Thank you.
Finishing 6th position, also from Smithport, Pennsylvania. He got very strong as the season went on. Not in the season, he's going to have a win or two. Ran 10 events out of Smithport, the 98 Junior, Lindsey Collison Jr. Look at the red sheet. Finishing 5th from Genesee, Pennsylvania, 998 points, 11 events in the season, number 1 of Aaron Bautis. Finishing 4th in points for Shingle House with 2 feature wins, 1,126 points, and in 13 events, the 34 Cook Babcock. Finishing in 3rd with 13 events in the season, 1,222 points, 1 feature winner from Lewis 1, Pennsylvania, Dave Lau Jr. And he had to go home. You want to come and get it for the... I'll let you fight over the trophy for your son. So you can tell your son he can have a trophy. He takes you out for lunch now at Bookins.
Hose toys.
Finishing 2nd in points from Sardinia with 2 feature wins, the 32H of Holden Heineman. And this gentleman, 2014 champion, I believe he had, 7 feature wins, just complete dominance in the division. From Mountain Dew, Pennsylvania, 1,322 points, the 41 of Mitch Boylan. A championship jacket from Hoosier. We had 41 mini stocks that ran of us last year, and hopefully that class grows even bigger and better for the local racetracks. Moving on to the pure stock division, we actually had a tie, but we had actually had a there's a way medal, but finishing 10th place in points from St. Mary's, Pennsylvania, 73 of RJ Pisno. Finishing 9th from Smithport, Pennsylvania, with also 780 wins, points. Actually, this gentleman had one more race than Mr. Pisno did, and 180 points. The 28 junior of Jeff Johnson. Woo! Finishing in the 8th position, here on Salamanca, New York with 798 points, 9 races in the season, the 57X of Moose Reed.
Hold on. That's a little string up.
Finishing in the 7th position from Hopeville, New York, Donnie Williams with 906 points. 6th position, this guy, if there's a hard luck road, it should go to this gentleman, and for a lot of reasons. He had so much bad luck last year, but he competed every week. And just some nights he didn't get a heat race in, he was done. And he came back the following week, and it's just, if I could give a trophy or something, he for hard work, or everybody would vote on it. From Gifford, Pennsylvania, with 994 points, Tim Boquette.
Yeah, Timmy.
Now we move into the top 5. Looks like there's 7 feature wins with 1,174 points from Ceres, Pennsylvania. The number 75 of Jason Dobson. Finishing 4th in the points with 1,238 points from Rowlett, and number 4, Cliff Easton. Now we move into our top 3. With 3 feature wins on the season, 1,254 points. From Olean, New York, Alt Peterson at number 61. Finishing second, he was our 2013 champion. With 2 feature wins, he won opening night with 1,372 points. From Bolivar, New York, the 121 of Joe Layfield. And our 2014 champion, trophy, Hoosier jacket, VP racing drug, and champion check. 2 feature wins on the season, 1,406 points from Austin, Pennsylvania, Mr. Roger Schreiber.
Well, I might have to make it. See what happens when you're the winner? More homework.
The Highway Auto Stick Stock. Finishing in 10th in points. 1 feature win from Erie, Pennsylvania, 852 points. The 99F of Gary Fischel. Didn't think you were getting the Gary's. Finishing ninth in points from McKean, Pennsylvania, with 876 points. He was also an opening night feature winner as well. The number 1 of Dennis Asol. Finishing 8th in points from Salamanca with 1,042 points. Let's try and give him some points here. 1,042 points. The number 28, Butch Talbot. Hey, Bruce, you want to pick up his trophy or no? You want to pick up Butch's trophy? Talbot?
I could if you want.
You're going to see him a lot faster than I will. Out of Gifford, Pennsylvania, finishing 7 points of 1,186 points. No, 00, Victor O.
Thank you.
Finishing 6 points. 1 feature win, 1,226 points. Here on Hinsdale, New York. I failed to see him win that race, I believe, and I felt terrible because I thought it was one heck of a race. But the number 88 of Ted Maskell.
Get a sex change.
Now we're moving to the top 5, collecting looks like 7 feature wins, 1,244 points. From Pittsfield, Pennsylvania, Jeremy Williams, the 07.
I looked at all these pictures. That's the only one that got the picture taken.
Sorry.
Well, that was a special night racing one, you know, Steve Preston Memorial. Finishing 4 points from Series New York. Did not get a feature win in the stick stock class, but 1,262 points. The number 75 of Jason Dobson.
Bo Dhabi.
Now we're moving to our top 3. This gentleman ran consistently all season long. Probably didn't have a car to win in every night, but he's consistently there at the finish. And in point racing, that's all it takes. It's being there at the end. Ran every week, all 16 events, 1,274 points. From Boyne, Pennsylvania, the 67 of Ryan Snyder. Finishing second in points. He had two wins on the deal. One was the regular show. He won the finale Fall Classic. 1,464 points from Limestone, New York. Rich. I knew I was going to kill his name. Freedom Bojo. Thank you, Moose. And our champion, who cannot be here tonight either, he's in Buffalo at a golf books concert. Should have went last night, but tickets will hard to come by. With 5 feature wins on the season, 1,506 points. From Wellsboro, New York, the 26th of Kurt Stebbins. We had 34 street stocks in the season. A class that many say is dying away, but hopefully it will change around. Moving on to the close race supply modifieds. There's 32 E-mods that ran the season last year. Finishing 10th in points from Mountain Jewett, New York, Pennsylvania. I don't know why this is New York, but Pennsylvania. With 642 points, the 2B of Joel Boylan. Finishing 9th points from Mayville, New York. The 11M of Michael McGee with 712 points. Coming out of Olean, New York with 716 points. The 05 of Adam Peterson.
That's class.
Who definitely improved week by week last year if you watched him. Finishing in 7th points, he had to drop out halfway through the season due to motor issues. With 2 feature wins on the season, I believe his opening night feature winner as well. Former track champion, former UEMS champion with 734 points. The number 10 of Randy Hall, which I understand will be winning a crate late model this year for his good team, Supper. Finishing 6th points. Here on Gallatin, Pennsylvania, with 862 points. 1 feature win. It was actually his 4th race of the season, halfway through the season. And he actually lost a plug well that night. He was running on 5-cylinder instead of 6. Mr. V6 himself, Dale Tailboy. Finishing 5th in points. Here on Busteye, New York, with 1,014 points. The 79.2 of John Boardman. Finishing 4th in points, hanging on Franklinville, New York, with 3 feature wins on the season. 1,120 points, John Woodward Jr. Finishing 3rd in points, with 1,168 points. A former Freedom Raceway champion, deep in the horn as he drives up in a new division at Walmart. From Castile, New York, the 53 of Kyle Ballinger. Finishing 2nd in points. And it was near the end of the season, it was getting interesting. A long-time veteran, former champion of McKean County Raceway. Been racing for Animal. So 1,254 points. Bob Fast Nail, the 71 of Al Brewer. And 2014 track champion for the close racing supply modifieds, or E-mods, whatever you want to call them. Came out of Portville, New York with 1,266 points. 2 feature wins on the season. The 0-1 of Vic Vina. Before we move on to the crate division, the 4 champions are out here. In the conclusion, I'll have them up here, get some pictures taken. Send it into the newspaper, give you guys some recognition. Most deservedly deserved. And now, the Little Power Shop Rush Crate Late Models, top 10 points. Here now, Roswell, New York. I thought he was going to grab a win this year. 834 points. The 3J of Jeremy Wonderling. Finishing 9th in points. I was told, and I'm not sure if this is true, and somebody can tell me, I hear he may be selling out. Long-time veteran, if it is, sad to see him go. With 864 points, John Haverty, our only in. Finishing 8th in points with 874 points. 10 points ahead of John. Here in Garland, Pennsylvania. I think this young kid's going to have a bright future ahead of him, especially who his dad is. We call him a little slow ride, Riot Scott. Finishing 7th in points from Belfast, New York with 880 points. It was pretty close there, 7th, 8th, and 9th. Number 5, Bob Kish. Finishing 6th in points from Warsaw, New York with 936 points. The 0-1 of Doug Ricotta. Finishing 5th in points with 948. With the GLT chassis right here, he has a new piece of equipment he's going to be bringing out sometime this year. Here now in Smithville, Pennsylvania with 948 points, the 43X, former Rapid Speedway champion, Garrett Mott.
Broken.
Finishing 4th in points from Wellsville, New York. 1,020 points. I thought he was going to grab a win or 2 this year as well. And he most definitely deserves one. Mr. Brad Messler, 24B. We move into the top 3 in points. This driver drove the legendary number 74 owned by Ron Baker the last few years. And as we know, we lost Ron unexpectedly back in December. And without a ride, he landed a ride. If you haven't been paying attention on Facebook, it was announced yesterday. Rochelle will be driving the second car owned by Terry Supper. And I think we all deserve a standing applause for Terry Supper.
Yeah.
Give this gentleman a ride. Very well to go. Garrett has 190 points, finishing 30 points. Finishing 2nd in points. Here now, Eldred. 2 feature wins on the season. If most of you do not know, his dad is fighting cancer. 1,252 points. Half point, Damon Bidwell. And we wish a speedy full recovery for Dad Keith. And thoughts and prayers to the entire Bidwell family, because obviously anybody that's suffering from that disease, cancer, I hope Keith brings a full recovery. So thoughts and prayers to the Bidwell family.
Amen.
Thank you. And here on now, the famous point in 2014 Little Power Shop champion with I think he had 8 wins. And we tried to do everything. The envelope putting you back in 9th, and thank God we did that, because I would probably get booed out of the grandstands, and you made things interesting. coming from ninth. Probably one of the best races, it was probably two good races of you that would stick up my mind. One of you and Rick Singleton. You chased him down. And those last 5 or so laps, if you missed it, you missed a hell of a race. I don't think Chad never lifted. And I know Rick wasn't lifting. And it came out, I think, you guys took a white flag, and it was anybody's race. I was afraid you guys would take each other out. You didn't. Rick, ended up looping it. And Chad won the race. A very popular win. I don't think the fans would care who won that race, but it was probably hands down the race of the year. And Chad was at times was probably one of the guys to tell us, what we're doing on the racetrack. But in victory lane, if the track wasn't right, and even though he won, he'd say the track was a piece of crap. Oh, it was wonderful. And I don't know if that's still going to happen or not. But if worst case scenario is this, and this is if the Fair Association obviously agrees and allows me to sign a lease.
Here we go.
I intend to do something at McKean County Raceway. Whether it's 1 show, 2 shows, 5 shows, whatever I can afford out of my pocket and money I can raise for sponsors. Because I'm not going to put myself through what I did last year. Last year was, I should have walked away, and when Mr. Kennedy, cut me off, I had $453 in a checking account, and I kept it alive. I don't know how or why. It was insane, stupid, idiotic. Pick the road today if you want to use for it, because I did it. But I told you, all you guys, I would not leave you, and you didn't leave me. I busted my tail off for 14 years promoting races. And unfortunately, I think I lost some respect over the last year, over the BS. But it took me a few weeks ago to get re-fired back up. And again, it was Roger. He fired me up about this. And I will make sure our racetrack, not my racetrack, our racetrack, will have a race or 2 or 3 this year. If it means I can just do 1 show, it's a Fall Classic, and make sure we bankroll some money, so I can move on to 2016, and we can get back into where it should be done, I would do it. I already stated, racing was my life. It's not my life. It's a big part of my life, and I see you laughing, It's a big part of my life, but it's not my life. All of you are a part of my life. And I will damn well make sure our racetrack will be there at least 1 show or more. I do have a gentleman who's willing to give me some equipment. I have located a water truck to use. And if it's not significant enough, I think I make a phone call to a water company that I know very well that can loan me one. But I will do everything I can to make sure we have a racetrack. In the meantime, when that does happen, there is some racetracks racing weekly. Freedom Raceway. Support Freedom Raceway. If you can support Freedom Raceway, support it. Because they're racing. Bradford Speedway is reopening. And they want some fine equipment, because I know the equipment firsthand. There's stuff at McKean County Raceway. Support Bradford Speedway. Whether you like the rules, like the management, payouts, whatnot. We don't have racetracks, you gotta get no place to race. End of story. And racetracks need racers. More racetracks we have, more racers we have. So, I'm gonna get off my soapbox, but you guys know what I plan on doing. Spread the road, I don't care. Put it out there and notice. And I'm not going to try to put Cecil on the spot, because he's only one member of the field board, but now he knows what my plans are, at least. And I do plan to go to the next meeting. And whatever happens, happens. Hopefully, they're not too upset with me from last year, and if they are, I'll find out. And we'll go from there. So again, thank you very much for attending. Roger has a few words at the end here, and we got done with the 4 champions up here. We'll take some pictures, and thank you very much, and see you guys next weekend at the Car Show in Olean.
I'd like to thank Chris for helping me out this year, and I'd like to thank all of you guys for showing up today and making this all possible. Because if it wasn't for you guys, we wouldn't be here. So thanks very much. And when you leave, drive careful. I'd like to thank my wife for backing me up on this.
And the flag champions up here, put it on, please. Thank you. Bring your trophies up. And your
Bye.
Have fun, guys.
Okay. Tell them we'll see them next weekend. Probably Saturday more than anything.
Cheers, like you guys run
Sounds good, man. Really?
Sherry's sister came in last night. Ted's not feeling too good about that.
We all do.
Everybody does.
Now we're ready. My chip died during Chad Rollman's presentation, so I'm going to get them now.
Chris, go in the middle. No, you don't know what middle is.
You guys are so still. I was wondering if this thing was recording. I'm like, they're not moving. Wow. They're just. That's like, did the chip die again?
Just as still as a trophy they're
All
holding.
at once before they died.
Yeah, they're right here, Chris.
They never said nothing. It's like,
I was gonna say that table. Close enough? Let me get out of the way. I was gonna say, go without the chucks or something. My glasses?
up a little bit here somewhere. Oh. There we go. People are going to think they got a bad rotary pump using this thing, so every time you move it up and down, it's like, first time we ever used it, it's nicer for something here. But the track, you can't do it. It's got to be, you know, with holes and flipping all over the place. You're welcome.
At least we have video, that's all that.
Good thing we don't live too close to there. We'll be getting bombed with snowballs over there.
Yes, it's wobbly.
There's Chad. We missed you when you went up for the award, so we're getting you better now.
Thank you very much.
Come on, Kyle, let's go up there by Chad for a minute. So we can take our picture?
Yeah, if we didn't. So, thank you. Now they filled that up with bananas. When your baby daughter's here,
Should have brought a truck.
Smiling over here.
What's this vehicle?
Thank you, guys. Thank you.